What's going on YouTube? Seth the Desires Nickname YJ here, and today I have a Dogmatika Fire King profile. So I've been taking this to locals the last couple weeks, really since it came out, and I've been doing pretty well. I got first place after its release at locals with it. Went to another one, got fourth place. Been really doing good in testing and stuff. So, like I said in my previous videos, I have kids, so I don't really get to go weekly like I would like, but it's fine. So, but the Sinful Spoils package is definitely the better variant if you are able to afford it. If not, Dogmatika variant works pretty good too. Like every other variant, Droll kind of sucks, but you know, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! So we'll go ahead and get right into it. So to start things off, we have 3 of the brand new legendary Fire King Pawnex. This card can special summon itself from hand if a fire type monster is destroyed, and when it's normal special summon, it gets to search out a Fire King spell or trap. So the next we have 3 of the Fire King Avatar Armada. It can be in a monster negate on board by destroying a fire monster on hand or on field. And when it's destroyed, it can monster reborn one, then inspection again, and then it destroys during the end phase, which you play Fire King, so you don't care if it destroys. And for our last small Fire King, the one Brawn, when this card is destroyed, you get search during the next standby phase after its destruction. So, that's another nice thing with Pawnex too, is when this is destroyed, next standby phase, it can add itself from graveyard to hand. So, when you get these 2 in tandem, it's pretty good. And then for our big boys, we are playing 3 of the High Fire King Avatar Kirin. This is the Shavara of the deck. If you're familiar with Unchained, rip Shavara. That was one deck providing it to upload because I was actually playing the deck. I just didn't have time to upload it. But you can quick effect destroy a fire monster you control, special summon it. It can help you dodge Imperm or Veiler if they try to hit your Pawnex with it. And then it is also a monster reborn upon destruction, except after the special summon from grave has completed, it can destroy a card on field. So that's nice. And then we are playing 2 of the big guy, 2 Sacred Fire King Grunix. So this card works like Summon Great Gazelle in Silent Mining. It recognizes fire card was destroyed, so it can start summoning itself if you add a Fire King Island after popping a monster, and then it can destroy one deck and gain half the attack. Which is really nice being able to summon this, pop wrong, and then search out your Kirin during your opponent's standby phase to get you into your Xyz play on your opponent's turn. It can also summon itself from graveyard if a fire type monster is destroyed. So that's kind of nice as well. And then, like I said, I am playing the Dogmatika package, so I am playing the one Maximus and one Flourish. Some people just choose to play the Maximus. I like both because this deck doesn't have really too many negates. So, I just feel like Flourish is really, really nice. As you see, I'm not playing the Fire King monkey-looking dude. The Spell Trap Negate. It just doesn't come up. It's pretty bad, too, because it's the only one that doesn't have an effect like on destruction. So that's why I personally opt not to play it. Rungbali, that's his name, Rungbali. And then for our hand traps, so this is the only thing that's changed since my first place list, and I'll tell you the changes. So 3 Ash Blossom Joy Spring, Ash is always generically best, and then this is the part that changed. In my first place list on Team Dark Magic Tech, please go like, comment, subscribe to that channel because I do play for that team as well. I am now main decking 3 Droll and Lockbird for the change in the format. These were effect veilers in my first place list, but because now that the Banlist is in effect and the format's changed, there's a lot more Fire King going around and stuff like that, and plus my locals has some Infernobles, so Droll and Lockbird in the main deck is just mandatory in my opinion, especially when you go to regional stuff and you get into more Fire King matchups and stuff. And then this part doesn't change. 3 Imperm. Imperm's just a god card. It's always been good, always will be good. So that's it, just 9 hand traps. Then for our spells, obviously Triple Sanctuary. This card is absolute crack. Being able to activate Fire King Island from the deck, and then if your opponent tries to destroy it, you can destroy a fire monster instead, which can help you trigger your fire effects. And when your opponent special summons a monster either on your turn or their turn, you can immediately Xyz summon a fire Xyz monster using Fire King monsters that you control. So that's a good effect for our big Grenix in the extra deck. And then 2 Fire King Island, I feel like this is pretty much standard ratio is 3 and 2. Fire King Island, it lets you pop your monsters, search, all that fun stuff. And then when it leaves field, it blows up your monsters, but you're playing Fire King, so why do you care? And then next, this is my personal preference. I did try playing the Monster Reborn spell, the Circle of the Fire Kings, whatever. I cut it. I just think with Kira and Arvada already doing it, they just do it better. I am choosing to play a double Fire King Skyburn. The second one does come up a good bit. Just being able to have that additional spot removal in your matches against your opponents, or especially against decks like Labyrinth, and being able to help just break boards in general is just really, really nice. And then being able to board wipe your opponent with the Grenix disease and then activate this to pop anything they do after to get the double Monster Reborn is pretty good. And then next, this is the only Sinful Snake Eyes card I play, and that is original Sinful Spoil Snake Eye. This is just another way to Ponyx. A lot of people were playing the 1/1 for 1. This card's at 2 or at 3, so I mean 2's been working pretty good for me. You can send your Dead Sanctuary off it, whatever. You really send anything you want to start some of the Ponyx from the deck and then get its effect going off. And then next, 3 Nadir Servant. Being able to dump the Garura, search out your Maximus, then you banish the Garura to start some Maximus. Maximus effect, you send Titanium Cloud and Shireg, it gets you in your Ponyx and your Fleur de Lis. So that's pretty good. 3 Pot of Prosperity for added consistency. If my hand's really bad, I will do the full 6, but normally I'm only doing 3. Because like I said, the way I had this up, it's pretty consistent as it is. And then the 1-ups, I am playing the 1 Instant Fusion. If you've seen my video on Team Dark Magic Attack, you already know where this is going. And this does keep coming up, and I will explain everything as to why I play this card when I get to it in the extra deck. And then the 1 Called by the Grave, it's not QCR. I just don't have it yet, unfortunately. But I will, though. And I need a fancy Instant Fusion. So that's it. Oop, my apologies for the tribun. My main deck is 40 cards. And then for the extra deck, 1 Lingaribo, 1 Anima. These are pretty much self-explanatory. Knows what this does. 1 IP to go into the best link 2 of the game. If you're on a budget, you can sub this for a Unicorn. I am on a budget. I just happen to get lucky enough to get my hands on one. So, 1 Shireg. So we're dumping this off the Maximus because it'll recognize that the Garura is banished and it'll search out a level 1 winged beast, in this case, Arponix. So, 1 Hida, the Fire Charmer. You can do crazy stuff for this. And then we play the 1 Selene, the 1 Access Code for links, and then for our Xyz monsters, 2 of the new Garunix Xyz monster being able to board wipe on your opponent's turn, or really anytime you summon this with 2 or more material. It rewards Fire Kings to the number of material that it has when it's sent to the graveyard. So it does a lot for being easy to make. And then 1 thing Girsu, just sometimes you need help getting stuff off the field. It can't be destroyed, and this card sends. 1 Typhoon, it comes up when it comes up, and it's good. And then for our last few cards, The one Garura, the one Ash Dragon, and then my instant fusion target. Before everyone flips their lid, I will explain why. Because on Team Dark Magic Attack, for a reason, people were like, "Play White Dragon." I'm playing Flame Swordsman. The reason for that is if you read Sacred Phoenix Guru next, it says monster whose original attribute is fire. Mud Dragon's original attribute is not fire. So if I open up Instant Fusion and a White Island but no names, I can at least go Island, Instant Fusion, pop Swordsman, search the Guru next special, and then at least pop something to get at least a play going of some kind. You can also use it, funnily enough, I've done this multiple times. If you have Instant Fusion in any name, depending on what's in your opponent's grave, you can access code. So you just make your name, summon this special, go into this special, and go into access code. So Flame Swordsman is pretty good in this deck. But yes, so that is the main reason why I choose to play my Dragon of the Swamp, is because this original attribute is fire. And that does come up with Fire King Island quite a bit. Alright, and then for my side deck, so this is going to be my side deck post Banlist. I'll point out the change I made, because it's almost the same side list as my first place list, for those that didn't see that. So this doesn't change through Nibiru. It's Nibiru comes up. And then 2 Dino Wrestler Pankratops, panking with 2. So why not play 2? 1 Crow, because I had the flex spot. Didn't know what else to play. And you can also search this off the Sheer Egg, which is kind of funny. So originally these were the Droll and Lockbirds, because like I said, I had Veilers in my main deck, but since I moved Droll over to the main, I opened up some spots on my side. So that's kind of what I went with, and worked out pretty good. And then 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Feather Duster, obviously for back row removal. 3 Evenly Matched for going second. And then this card, when I see it, I win. I don't know why more people who are playing Fire Kings aren't playing this, but 3 Skill Drain. Really, after you set up your board and you board wipe, you can just kind of flip this, and it's not going to matter. There's been a lot of times where I go next board wipe, and then my opponent goes to do something, and I'll just flip Skill Drain after I sided in. Because once that Green X is destroyed, or really any of your fire monsters destroyed, they trigger Engrave, so Skill Drain doesn't really hurt you. You're just going to put a bunch of beaters on the board. And like I said, it works out pretty well for me. So, yeah. But that's it, guys. This is my Fire King deck profile. Like I said, it's been working out pretty good for me. If you can afford the Sinful Spoils package, by all means, go for it. If you can't, I really, really recommend giving out this list a try. It's a lot of fun. It works pretty good. And like I said, if you don't have Little Knight, just put in a unicorn. It works. So please like, comment, subscribe to not only us, but Team Dark Magic Attack. And we will see you guys next time.